Konnichiwa people, in today's video, first off I want to give a big shout out, actually a huge shout out, to the people from the official Discord server for providing me screenshots and other stuff I've requested to make this video. This helps me create content with up-to-date information. There is a reason for that and I'm gonna say it soon. In the background you will also see a video from the beta and the UIs have changed since then, but it's the best I could find to show you how gear looks, because I got restricted access from my China account. And yeah, you heard it right, I couldn't log back in. So this was the best we came up with to present you the following content. But forget all that, let's talk about gear rarity. There are three types of gear: green, blue and purple. Green gear comes mostly from the main story and side missions. Blue gear is mostly obtained from normal dungeons, and purple and above gear comes mostly from elite content like Arcane and above, like Arcane Realms, Raids, etc. Out of the 14 items your character can wear, 9 can be crafted through professions, more on that in a future video, and all 14 pieces can be obtained from all mentioned content, raids, dungeons, etc. Every piece of gear has a level restriction. Be aware that if you complete elite dungeons on the release day but aren't at the max level, you might not be able to wear the item until you reach that level. Completing these dungeons provides a lot of XP, so keep that in mind too. Gear also comes with a gear score. Early in the game you will frequently change items for better optimization. However, a higher gear score doesn't always mean better performance. Now, gear comes with fixed attributes early on. Later in the game you will find gear with random enhanced attributes. High-end gear includes special aptitudes and sets. Now let's talk about gear attributes, which can be complicated. Here's an example. You get a purple item with 2 random attributes, strength and focus. One of these stats will have a high roll, which is always the same number for that specific gear score. The second stat will have a lower roll. Each piece of gear has options for different stats obtained with certain chances. As I was searching the internet, I found this little gem. Big shout out as well to Soviet Panda for his amazing work. He typed down everything you need to know about TarisLand and it's all accurate and up to date. As a content creator, I felt obligated to share that with you. Check it out to be even more prepared for the release. He mentions gear from gear score 90 and above, but this also applies to lower rarity gear. However, you will care more about those rarities from around day 6 onward when you will farm this gear. The first list is for helmets, boots and rings, the second is for shoulders, belts, capes and weapons, and the third one covers armor, greaves, necklace and badges. Lastly, the fourth list includes accessories and gauntlets. The stats might show strength or glancing because Soviet Panda was playing a paladin in the screenshots. If you are playing an archer instead of strength, you will see agility, instead of glancing you will see critical, etc. These are main attributes specific to each class. Spoiler alert, my next video will explain what each stats provides for each character. For now, don't get confused by seeing specific stats like strength or glancing. Additionally, the highest gear, currently level 110, has a chance to grant an extra third enhanced attribute. This provides flat health or attack, and depending on each slot, like helmets, boots, rings, you will get an extra stat such as reflect damage, movement speed, damage reduction or specialization effect. In conclusion, for gear attributes, choose the correct ones based on your build. This is what you will want to min-max at the high-end game. Also important, if you switch specializations like from DPS warrior to tank, the optimized stats on your gear will change too. For example, if you have strength and resilience as a tank, switching to DPS might change those stats to strength and hit. Special aptitudes. Now that we've talked about fixed stats and enhanced attributes, next let's discuss items about high-end content with special aptitudes. Special aptitudes boost a random skill and come in 3 rarities: green, blue and purple. Depending on what you get, the boost can be for defensive or offensive purposes. What can you get these items. Where can you get these items? You can obtain these items from all raids and high-end Arcane Realm content. Worth mentioning, when you switch specialization, the same applies here. The aptitude will change based on the skill you had to match the new skill in your new specialization. Now let's talk about the highest endgame content, sets. We've discussed fixed stats, enhanced attributes with a chance for a third, and special aptitudes. On top of all that, you have set bonus items. You have 14 items in total. Sets usually come up to 8 pieces. You can mix and match, where 8 pieces from one set, 5 from another, and 2 from a third. Additionally, the same applies for sets. When you switch your specialization, the gear will also switch based on your new specialization. As a last point, remember you don't have to stick to one page of gear. Especially for tanks, DPS, or healers with dual specs, heal and DPS, you might have a good set that works for both roles. However, this doesn't mean it's the best for your healer version. For optimal performance, you may need to farm 2 entirely different sets tailored to each role. Now that we've discussed gear, let's talk about other parameters to optimize your gear. First up is the tempering system. With tempering, you can transfer either the aptitude or random enhanced stats from one piece of gear to another. You can do one or both choices. The original gear gets destroyed in the process, but that's okay. This way you can easily optimize your character with the exact stats you want. Alright, now let's talk about one of my favorite systems, gems. It's not just because they're gems, but the system is amazing. You can get up to 3 gem slots on gear, and the gear will have colors indicated with gems you can equip. You can equip gems only on the 7 out of your 14 items, and there are 3 types of gems. Actually 4, but we'll stick to 3 for now. Red, yellow and blue. Red gems provide the main attribute like strength, intelligence or agility. Yellow ones provide either a main stat or hit. Main stats include glancing, combos or critical hits depending on your class. Blue ones offer health or resilience. Another important point, you can unequip entry socket gems for free, so no worries there. Now about the 4th type of gem, the colorful gem. This one is only obtainable from all bosses, making them worth running. Colorful gems provide 2 stats and you can socket 1 per item type. For example, if you get a main stat and crit on your helmet, you can't re-equip another colorful gem with the same stats on your helmet again, but you can use it on another piece. As a final system for gear, we have empowerment, and while 7 out of the 14 pieces can be equipped with gems, the other 7 can be empowered. Empowerment requires specific materials which are hard to get. Empowerments come in 3 rarities up to purple and provide extra stats and bonuses. Important, when you temper or transfer gear, the empowerment also transfers. This is great because gathering materials for empowerment is tough. And with that, another video came to an end. I hope you found it enjoyable and the information helpful. In our next video, we will explain the stats. After that, you will have a solid understanding of the game, since we've covered most of the important info. You will be well prepared for lunch on Friday. Feel free to chill in my stream or join my guild. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe. Arigato for watching, and until next time, see ya!